Hello students, welcome to your maths class. So in our previous classes we are discussing about the set theory. Today's class also will discuss some important problems on set theory. So let's see our first example. In our first example, you have to examine or you have to verify whether the following statements are true or false. Now this is our first example. Here there are two sets. The first one is a set containing the elements A, B, and the second set the elements are B, C, A. Now it is given that the first set containing the elements A, B is not a subset of the set containing the elements B, C, A. Now you have to justify whether this statement is true or false. Now see, before this you have to remember the definition of a subset. So do you remember the definition of subset? We have already done in our previous classes. So in the definition of a subset, it is clearly said that a set is a subset of another set if the elements of that particular set are the elements of a bigger set. Then the set containing those particular elements are the subset of the other set. Now, see, if you have any doubts, you can go through those recordings or we will discuss. Okay, just you have to be clear about the definition of a subset. Now, from the definition of a subset, we can see that the elements of the set AB, elements of the first set AB are also the elements of the second set. But see, their positions are different. And if you have remembered the definition of a subset or a set, position is not important in set. So here A, B and see in the second set it is B, C, A. But in both the sets the element A, B are there. So that set on the left hand side is a subset of the right hand side from the definition of a subset. That means this statement is wrong. Here why it is wrong? Because it is given that the set is not a subset of the other set, but from the definition it is clear that the set on the left hand side is a subset of the set on the right hand side. So are you clear about the concept? So next go to one more example. Here it is given that the set, see there are two sets. So in the left hand side the elements of the sets are A, E, and the set on the right hand side it is written on the set builder form. So it is given that X is a vowel or in the English alphabet. So if I say that X is a vowel or in the English alphabet, so what are the vowels of the English alphabet? Yes, A, E, I, O, U. Now in the second set itself, you will have the elements A, E, I, O, U. Now see, the first set on the right hand side, the elements are A, E. Now if you write the elements of the second set, you will get A, E, I, O, U. That means A, E are in both the sets on the right hand side as well as in the set on the right hand side and right hand side. So from the definition of a subset, the set containing the elements AE is a subset of the set of English alphabet, vowels of the English alphabet. So is it clear? So can you go to our next example? Now see, here in the third example, it is given that the set, there are two sets. So in the first set, the elements are 1, 2, 3, and in the second set, the elements are 1, 3, 5. Now it is given that set containing 1, 2, 3 is a subset of the set containing 1, 3, 5. Now whether this statement is true or false. Now see, here if you consider the first set, the element 1, 2, 3. See, this 2 is not in the second set. Is there any 2? No. So that's why this one is not a subset of this second set. Is it clear? So this statement is wrong because the definition itself says that every element of that particular set must be on the bigger set. So here this element 2 is not in the second set. So that's why this set is not a subset of this. Okay. So let's see our next example. Here there are two sets. So it is a very simple example. See, the first set, the element is A, and the second set, the element is A, B and C. Now see, this element is also an element of the second set. So that's why, yes, this first set containing element A is a subset of the second set containing elements A, B, C. So this is a true statement. Is it clear? Okay. So next one. See, this one is little bit different. Do you know what does it mean? The symbol. This symbol means that this element belongs to. Do you know belongs to? If I say, okay, this pen belongs to me. So mathematically, I will write this symbol for the word belongs to. Now in this example, it is given that set A. See, if I give this curly bracket, this means it is a set. Now this set containing element A belongs to the set containing elements A, B, C. And in the next example, it is given that, see, here there is a difference. This one under curly bracket, but this is without any bracket. So if I write A without any bracket, this means it is an element of that particular set. Now see, element A belongs to the set A, B, C. And the first statement is set A belongs to the set containing elements A, B, C. Now see, if this must be belongs to this, then under this set there must be one curly bracket under which the element A will be written. But here only A is given. But this is a set, so this one is wrong. But if you consider the second statement, it is only an element. Element A belongs to the set containing element A, B, C. So yes, element A belongs to this particular set. So this example is true, but this one is false. Why it is false? Because of this curly bracket, which makes it a set. Okay, is it clear? Are you clear about this concept? See, in our normal classes, we will do some more examples of this type. Okay, do you have any doubts in any concept of a set theory? So we will discuss. Okay, just go through these videos, or if you have any book. Now for book C, you can follow the NCERT class 11, 12 books. So you can follow those books. The concepts are very clear in those books. The explanations are very easy. So you can go through this book. There are some more examples in that in particular book, so you can solve those examples. Or you can follow the R.D. Sharma's class 11 book. So there are lots of examples, workout examples are given in R.D. Sharma's book. You can just go through those examples. It will be clear to you. Okay. So for today, thank you. In the next class, we will do some more examples.